Hey guys, it's Megan, and today I'm back with my second ever Q&A video. I did one of these, I think, maybe 2 years ago whenever I hit 100,000 subscribers, and I thought since I recently hit 250,000 subscribers that it would be kind of fun to do another one. Which, side note, thank you by the way. You guys are seriously amazing, and I don't deserve it, but I appreciate you guys so much. But real quick, before we jump into it, I wanted to let you guys know that I actually just started a Patreon. I have wanted to do this for such a long time, and I'm so excited to finally have it set up. Okay, so like real talk, to be honest, like I don't make a lot from the ads on YouTube. It's all good. I've just been doing some like little, side hustles to kind of make things work because I love making videos and I want to keep doing it for as long as possible. Since I've been doing all this like extra stuff, I haven't really had as much time to make videos, which kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that by starting a Patreon, I'll be able to take a little bit of that stress off and I'll be able to make more videos for you guys. So I made 2 tiers to start out with. The first tier is going to be $5 a month. And with that, you get exclusive videos from me every single month. The first couple videos that I'm doing is going to be me reacting to my first YouTube videos ever. Before I had this channel, I actually had a whole like different channel in middle school, and oh my god, I cannot wait to do this. I'm going to be filming that right after I film this video. You'll love it, just trust me. But it's really cool because you'll get to see like a bunch of my old DIYs, and you'll also get access to digital downloads. This first one that I made, I wrote down 100 of my favorite prompts from my sketchbook ideas series. And what you do is you print these out, you cut them up, put them in a jar, and then like if you don't know what to draw, you can just pick one out of the jar and there you go. The cool thing about this is I put little QR codes on each one, so once you pick out the prompt, if you want to see like an example, you can scan the QR code and it'll take you to the video where I showed that prompt. But we're gonna have all sorts of stuff. I made coloring pages, I made printable crafts, and you'll also get to help me decide what videos that I make, and you'll get your name at the end of every video. And the second tier is a little bit more expensive. It's $20 per month. But with this one, you get everything in the $5 tier, plus I'm gonna give you a shout out and a link to any social media that you want. So if you have a YouTube channel, Etsy shop, Instagram, like whatever, I got you. Obviously it has to be like YouTube friendly though, you know what I'm saying. I've been working on this all month. I'm so excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. If you want to support me on there, the link will be in the description. It's at patreon.com/MeganWeller. And yeah, with all that being said, let's just get into it. If you see me looking down at any point, I have the questions like all on my computer. But the first question is, what is your first art piece and when did you do it? And honestly, I don't know. However, okay, so grandma died recently and I made a slideshow for her funeral. Yeah, 0 out of 10, would not recommend. But when I was going through old pictures, I found this one, which was my first like art show. It was in like, I think kindergarten or first grade. So the next question is, what art supplies would you recommend to a beginner artist? Basically, I'd recommend anything that I use in my videos. So like Ohuhu markers, Arteza acrylic paint. I really like getting the bigger sets of the cheaper art supplies so that I can have a bunch of colors to start out with. And then I can decide like if I like them, if I don't. If I like them, I can just buy more of the individual colors that I ran out of, or think about investing in something a little bit more high-end. But 9 times out of 10, I just stick with the cheaper option. For sketchbooks, I really like the mixed media ones from Arteza or Canson. I usually go for the 8.5 by 5.5 inch ones. I think that's a good size because like it's not too big, it's not too small. Okay, here's a good one. What is your favorite video to film? Probably my 5 ways to fill your sketchbook videos. Just because like those, I've been doing them for a while and I kind of have like a system. Ironically, my least favorite ones are the ones with my face, like this kind of videos. Don't have a good filming setup. I set this up in my basement. It took me like 2 hours to set this up and I'm gonna have to take it down because this is a paper backdrop and my basement is the kind of basement that gets flooded, so I can't exactly leave this stuff down here. First world problems. The next question is, what's your favorite page in your sketchbook? Probably this one where I drew a girl drinking coffee or tea or something, and then like I painted in the background with tea. I also like this little waterfall card that I did. I think that one is cute. I still kind of have a ways to go before I finish it though. Alright, so this next person had a couple questions. First question, how old are you? I hate this question. I'm 24. Moving on. Oh my god. My sister just texted me. She wants me to make her this sweatshirt with my cricket. She just texted me, oh, how's the sweatshirt coming? Like, girly, it's not coming for a while. This person's next question is, what's your favorite food? Probably chicken. I feel like that's a weird thing. But like, what I'll do is like, I'll get a bunch of like chicken and then I'll cook it and then I'll freeze it and then just like use it in a bunch of different stuff. That's probably what I eat the most, I guess. And their last question is, do you ever feel unmotivated sometimes? Yes. Although I don't know if it's as much like unmotivated as it is like overwhelmed, you know? Like I always have a million different ideas, like I always want to do everything, but sometimes I just can't figure out where to start. Next question is, would you ever start a vlog channel? My life is not interesting enough to start a vlog channel. Plus, like, I hate filming in public. Like, I'm actually the most awkward person ever. Okay, this is a good one, actually. At what age did you feel like you were the most ready to channel your creative side and make it a full-time thing? I don't really know if I was ever, like, ready, but a big turning point for me was when I was 17. And I remember that I was in art class my senior year, and one of my, like, other teachers, like, not my art teacher, they came in and they said to me, they were like, you know what, like, this is the first time that I've ever seen you look relaxed. And something about that conversation just like always stuck with me for some reason. Like that was the first time that I really considered it like as an option. Yeah, it would be nice to have a little bit more stability, but at the end of the day, like even if you get a normal job, you could get fired tomorrow. So life in general is just a little bit hard. In terms of like when do you turn it from a hobby into a job? I guess maybe 2020, I would say, because I wasn't really doing anything else, so here we are. Oh, okay. This next question. I actually got a couple like variations of this same question, but this person seemed very invested. So their first question is, do you have a significant other? Short answer, no. Long answer, like I'm kind of talking to somebody. It's not serious though. It's gonna stay off the internet, I think. What's the question? Oh, what do I think the reason is? This is like a very invasive question, but like I'm answering it anyways. Realistically, okay, I don't really go anywhere to meet anybody and I don't trust people from the internet. Like here's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the last guy that I like met on the internet, it was just like through YouTube. It was when I was 19, so like I was an adult, but he was in his 20s. He was just a little bit too interested in like younger girls. The youngest one was 9. I would never accuse anyone of anything, but like that's a red flag. He also like lied about different stuff. Like he lied about what his name was and he lied about his age was, I think, too. He said that he was younger than he actually was. I'm not saying anything other than like, yeah, that's kind of weird. And I tend to attract a lot of people like that. So like, yeah, that's probably the reason. That's that on that. If anyone has an older brother, no, I'm totally kidding. The next question actually comes from Pinterest. So shameless self promo if you want to follow me on there. I do actually post on there a lot. Question is there any art or craft supply that you're dying to try out? Yes, like always. Like I always want to try new things. I really want to try a glow forge. It's this like laser cutter and you can cut like wood and acrylic and stuff like that with it. Also want to try throwing pottery. I feel like that would be really fun on an actual pottery wheel where you would do it and then like put it in a kiln and glaze it and all that stuff. I thought this next question was really fun. What is a movie that you really dislike? I actually used to work at a movie theater, so I thought of a couple that came out during that time. Okay, so number 1, Minions. I'm not one of those people that like hates Minions. I like them, I think they're cute, but I just kept waiting for something to happen and it just like didn't. The whole movie was pretty much just filler. I actually took my grandma with me to see that movie because she really wanted to see Minions and she was so disappointed. She liked Despicable Me and it was not like that at all. The movie could have been over in like 5 minutes. Also, Star Wars. Just like imagine it's Christmas and you have to go into work at like 9 in the morning and you spend all day getting yelled at. Like I had this dude, I don't remember what he was mad about, but he was like up like on the counter, you know, just like screaming at me. I don't remember. I know it was something like that wasn't my fault though. I loved working there, honestly, like, but at the same time, the public, not a fan. Okay, so this next person has a lot of questions. The first one is, what kind of music do you like to listen to? Your favorite singer or band? I kind of combine those two. I don't know how to say some of these people's names. I'll put like on Apple Music and then like I have a playlist and if like I like a song, I'll just add it to the playlist. But some of my favorite artists to listen to lately have been Justice Bennett, Claire Rosenkrantz, Dempsey Hope, and of course Taylor Swift. She's been my favorite like singer since like 5th grade. The next question is, what's your dream job? And honestly, I really like what I do now, actually. I am extremely lucky to be able to be self-employed. I love it. There's a job where you can just like come up with ideas all day, but like didn't have to do any of them. I feel like I'd be so good at that. I think it would be cool to do something where I could live near a beach. Well, I live in Pennsylvania, right? Pennsylvania's fine, but it's cold. I'm so cold. My nails are blue. What's the most enjoyable thing in art? Well, for me, since I post a lot of the stuff that I make online, the best part for me is when people like actually make the projects for my videos and they send me pictures of them. Like, I think that that's so cool. I love when you guys do that. I just love seeing that. And also just like the process in general, I really like. Do find it like to be really relaxing. What is your favorite art style? Well, that was kind of tough. Honestly, it changes a lot. I've recently been into these organic Matisse inspired shapes. I think that those look really cool. I actually made a new channel banner kind of with that vibe. Okay, so this next question, like, I really debated answering this because like it's really nobody's business, but like I've gotten this question a couple times. So their question is, are you a how do you say that word? Neurodivergent? So I guess I had to Google it, to be honest. I guess it means like if you have like ADHD or autism or something. Yeah, I do have ADHD. Unfortunately, it's not like the quirky TikTok kind. It's more the, can't get my life together kind. So have people seen some of these? If some of y'all act like that in real life, people's patience is gonna run out real quick. Can't be out here using it as an excuse for every single thing. I'm sorry, it's kind of weird to make your mental problems your whole brand. It's just irritating when people do that. Like, get a personality, you know? I'm terrible. I'm gonna be canceled for this. Like, people already don't take me seriously. I feel like a lot of these people are gonna make it hard for people that actually have issues to be taken seriously, if that makes sense. But to be fair, like, if this wasn't such like a trend now, I probably never would have talked about it. Why is this a trend, first of all? But I want to make it like very clear it's an explanation, it is not an excuse. But one of the ways that it affects me is that I'll get really super invested in a topic. I will learn literally everything you would ever want to know about that topic, and then I'll just drop it and never go back to it again. Thankfully, it's usually somewhat like art related, so I can make a video on it. Sometimes it's not, and that's where I get myself into trouble, and that's why I felt like I should address this, because it is somewhat related to my content. For example, I got an Apple Watch and I was like so excited about this Apple Watch. I was like, yes, did all this research and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the perfect Apple Watch. Literally, you guys do not care about Apple Watches. Nobody subscribed to this channel to watch a video about an Apple Watch. Like, what was I doing? Essentially, like, it's not that I don't try, because I really, really try, and I just fail a lot. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna figure it out one of these days. I'm so scared, you guys, to like put that out there, but like I felt like I should, so people know that I'm not trying to be a lazy piece of crap. Like, I just am sometimes, and like I need to work on that, and I'm gonna work on it, and I'm gonna get it. It's just a little bit harder for me sometimes, and that's okay, because everyone has something and you just gotta work through it and keep going. On a somewhat related note, how do you deal with hate, is their question. You know what, like, to be honest, it depends on the day. I'll be the first to admit, like, I have not exactly been doing great lately. I got this comment on a painting tutorial that I did like 2 weeks ago, and they were like, wow, this is all you could get done in a week, like, and they were like, thanks for nothing. Hey, like I said, it's not been my month, and I suck, like, I do. Kind of pissed me off because the week that I posted that painting video, I was sick between Monday to Friday. I was literally throwing up, like, it was disgusting. I had my grandma's funeral. My grandma that just died, we called her Grammy. We were very close. I would see her like at least once a week. It's a little bit different than like a grandparent that you would see maybe like once a year or like once every couple years. We're gonna have to go through her house and do all of that. But I did let everything going on affect my channel, and I'm really sorry. Oh my god, I have makeup, I cannot be doing this. Essentially, it affected me because it was true. I try not to be like too controversial, so like, I don't really get a ton of hate comments. Yeah, people will be like, oh, like, your art sucks, and like, I'm never really offended by that, because like, okay, that's your opinion. Never said I was good, though. That's like my whole thing, kind of, is being average. Sometimes I think it sucks too. So on a little bit of a lighter note, the next question is, what's your favorite Disney movie? I never was really that into Disney movies, like the cartoons or anything, but I think my favorite Disney movie would probably be The Parent Trap. I like both of them. I like the original and the one with Lindsay Lohan, but probably the one with Lindsay Lohan, that's like the one that I like better. Alright, so this person's question is, what YouTubers do you watch and get inspiration from? To be honest, I don't watch a lot of arts and crafts YouTubers. Here's the thing, like, I make crafts and like do art all day, so like I don't really watch a lot of other people that do kind of similar stuff to what I do, which is probably a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because it means that I don't get too influenced by what other people are doing, but it's bad because then like I don't really know what's going on. Who else do I even watch? I'll go into my YouTube watch history and we will find out together. A lot of times I'll just watch like random stuff. Like recently I was watching a bunch of videos on how to set up a YouTube background, which is how we got this. You know what I watched the other day? Okay, I'm gonna link this because this video is actually so good. Like, it's a 3-hour documentary about Drake and Josh by somebody, their name is VKMTV Studios. And I literally watched the whole 3 hours. It took me like a couple days to like, you know, but 10 out of 10. Oh, Scott Kramer, I like watching his videos. A lot of this stuff is like stuff that I like to watch while I'm doing something else. Like if I'm making a DIY, like I'll like to put something on in the background. Alright, so the last question is, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? I honestly don't remember. I don't know if there was really ever one thing that I was like, oh yes, I want to do that for the rest of my life. For a while I wanted to be like famous, like I wanted to be like Hannah Montana. The problem with that is that, well, one, I can't sing. That would be an issue. Or dance. Found videos from an old dance class. I thought I was so good and I was not. I would be at the bottom of the pyramid. And two, I had one of those Hannah Montana wigs and I look really bad as a blonde. I was also like really into swimming when I was little. For some reason I wanted to be a lifeguard. As an adult, no, I would not. That is too much responsibility. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was at least like somewhat interesting. I know that it's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'll be back to more arts and crafts next week and for the foreseeable future. If you have any more questions for me, make sure to leave them in the comments and maybe I'll answer them. Also, like, if you want to comment your answers to any of these questions, do that. I feel like that'd be fun to like know what you guys would answer. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Again, if you want to support me on Patreon, the link will be in the description. My merch, my website, and all my social media will be linked down below. I love you guys so much and I will see you guys later. Bye!